Hi, I'm Prashant, and this is a continuation of the previous video. The construction of SLR passing table we have explained in the previous video. We started explain and we covered already what is a closure set and how to find closure set of a set of item, and what is a goto function and how to construct a goto of a set of item with a grammar sink. And closure function and goto function both are required for constructing the canonical LR0 collections. Canonical LR0 collection is collection of all states of the minimum state DFA. Yes. Here the input is an augmented grammar G dash and initially our canonical LR0 collection is represented by C, capital C, and C is equal to closure of set S dash gives dot S. So we know what is S dash. S dash is a new start symbol in augmented grammar G dash, and dot S is a start symbol in our given grammar. So S dash gives dot S is one item. So we need to compute the closure of that, and that would be the initial state. Yeah. For example, if you are constructing a DFA, we will compute set contain Q0. This is the starting state. So from Q0 we will explore different state by accepting or consuming inputs. That is the same way we will expand our set C, capital C, where capital C is the canonical LR0 collections. So this is the steps. So we have to repeat the following until no more sets of LR0 item can be added to C. That is, a for loop will start for each I in C and each grammar symbol X. If go to I comma X is not empty and not in C, then add go to I comma X to C. So we have take one state and give input to that state and find the remaining unexplored states. If those states are not included in C, include those states. That is what it means. Now let us see one example how we can construct canonical LR0 collections. Yeah. So our given grammar is G VTPS, which is this grammar. E gives E plus T, E gives T, T gives T star F, T gives F, F gives within bracket E, F gives ID. And our augmented grammar G dash is V dash T P dash S, which is equal to a new start symbol E dash is added into this augmented grammar because E is the start symbol, that's why E dash is added. E dash gives E is a new production which is added into P dash. So E dash gives E, E gives E plus T, E gives T, remaining all productions are same as that of P. There is no difference. And according to our algorithm, the initial state we will represent it as I0. I0 is equal to closure of set E dash gives dot E. And we know that how to compute the closure of a set of items. So I0 is equal to here dot T. So there are two production, this one and this one. So we will get two more items. E gives dot E plus T, E gives dot T. Then this is over, and this is also because dot T both are over. Then dot T comes. So with respect to dot T, there are two items. T gives T star F, T gives F. So that's why these two items comes. T gives dot T star F, T gives dot F. Then this is our, and T gives dot F. Yes, F is a new non-terminal. So F gives within bracket T, F gives ID are the two productions. So we will add corresponding two items to this set. F is within dot within bracket E, F is dot ID. So after that there is no more new item we can identify. So that's why I0 contain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. So our initial state is ready. So you can see that this is the overall DF that I have constructed. So we will start from the beginning. So our initial state is ready. So initial state is consists of all the 7 items. E dash gives dot E, E dash gives dot E plus T, etc, etc. F gives dot ID. So that is our initial state. Then we will use goto function to explore the different states of this minimum state DFA. Initial state is ready. Then the next state from the initial state we can explore by using goto of. We can use goto function. Look at here. I have applied goto of I0 comma E. Goto of I0 comma E. So E is the grammar symbol. So I need to identify the production just dot is just before that grammar symbol E. So here we have two items dot E plus T. Then what I want to do is need to compute closure of E dash gives E dot union, second closure of E gives dot E plus T. Okay, so to compute these two, and if you compute you will get two items. One is E gives E dot, second one is E gives E dot plus T. Sorry, there is a mistake here. Closure of E dash gives E dot plus T. Okay, closure of this one and closure of this one. Two item will comes. So finally this is a single state. Yeah, that is what our new state I1. Okay, then look at when we give T goto of I0 T, you will get a new state. So with respect to T is a grammar symbol. Yeah, there are two items. One is this one is this one. So apply the goto function. Goto function is telling closure of E gives T dot, find it. Second one, closure of T gives T dot star F, and all the members in this two set is merged together. You take the union, then you will get this set. E gives T dot, T gives T star F. So that is our next state I2. Then I will apply F. F is the next grammar symbol. Yeah, there is one item. T gives dot F. So apply the rule, then you will get T gives F dot. There is a new item. Sorry, new state I3. Then I will apply left bracket. Goto of I0 left bracket. Then I will get left bracket. With respect to left bracket, I can see that here I will write F gives goto of I0 left bracket I am doing. So I have an item present in I0 of the form F gives dot left bracket E. So I need to compute closure of F gives left bracket dot E, right. This is I want to compute. This is a set. F gives left bracket dot E, right bracket. Then all items beginning with E gives E dot E plus T, and E gives dot T. So then next, E gives T dot T star F and E gives dot F. Sorry, this is not E, this is T. T gives dot T star F and T gives dot F. Then F gives dot E right bracket, left bracket, E right bracket, then F gives dot ID. So these are the numbers present in closure of this one. So that's why a new state we got it, that is what I4. All these items are included in this state. Then next one is we will add ID, go to of F I0 ID, go to of I0 ID, you will get, okay, one item is there. So closure of F gives ID dot. So if you take closure, you will get only one item, that is I5. Okay. Then so far we have added the grammar symbol E, T, F, left bracket. You can check with other grammar symbol like plus, star and right bracket, but all those transition corresponding to all those grammar symbols empty set. So empty set no need to add here. Then okay, we have so far explored I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. So initially we started with I0, then I1 we got, I2 got, I3, I4 and I5. So I0, I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. Then we will repeat the same things. A new state, apply the same rule, go to I1 E, you will get empty set. Go to I1 T, you will get empty set. Go to I1 F, you will get empty set. Then go to I1 all grammar symbol, we will check it. So the only valid grammar symbols we have a transition is plus. You can see that here E dot plus T. So that is why one new state we got by applying the rule here. Go to of I1 plus. This is what we applied here. New state we got it. Next is other grammar symbol, if you apply, you will get empty set. So that's why there is no other transitions. The next stage is I2. Yeah, here you can see the dot star. So you will get a transition with respect to star. None of the other symbol you will get transition. So that's why I didn't apply. So you can see that when we apply star, then the transition is from I2 to I7. Yeah, fine. Then here there is no transition from I3 to any of the grammar symbol. Okay, that's a dead end. Then here, yeah, if you apply, you can apply E, you can apply T, you can apply F, C and ID. So these many grammar symbol you can apply it, then you will get a transition. If you apply E to I8, from I4 T to I2, I2 is already explored. These both are same. This state and this state both are same. And I4 F to I3 both are same. Yeah, I4 left bracket to I4. So it's a loop, just like a loop. Then I4 with ID you will get I5 if you apply go to. Then yeah, we got new few more state, that is I6, I7. Then yeah, here if you apply I8 also explored, I8 also we got it. Then from I6, if you apply T, you will get check which grammar symbol has valid transition. That easily we can identify where is the dot, and after that what symbols are present. If T is present, you will get a transition with respect to T. If F is present, you will get a transition with respect to F. If left bracket is present, you will get a transition with respect to left bracket. ID is present, you will get a transition with respect to ID. None of other symbols you will not get transition because that is not present. So these are the states, new state. From here, yeah, you can check it F. So F, there is a transition. So probably this is F. this is left bracket, this is ID. From I7 to F you will get I10. From I7 to left bracket you will get I4. I7 to ID you will get I5. Yeah. Then from I8 if you apply left bracket you will get this transition. Sorry, it is not left bracket, here is dot, so you apply right bracket is the valid transition, and if you apply plus you will get this transition. Okay, then from here, because after dot nothing is there, so there is no transition. Here also if you apply dot star you can apply, this is similar to here, so I2, so both the same will get I3 already we identified, I4 also identified, and I5 there is no transition with respect to I5. So how many states total in this DFA has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Okay, so these are the states. So I9, I10 and I11. Total 12 states are there from I0 to I11. So this is the minimum state DFA that we can construct with respect to LR0 item of this augmented grammar, and this DFA we will use for constructing LR passing table, both goto and action table. And here you can see that this state indicate nothing but where you reached, which all are the symbols you have processed. Suppose you are in initial state, means no symbols so far processed. When you reached this I3, then that means you have processed F. So when you reached I4, you have processed left brackets. That is these transitions and this state is indicated. So this mechanism is used in constructing SLR passing table. So SLR passing table construction we will explain in another video. So thank you for watching this two video, and these two videos are continuous video. You have to watch both the video, then only you can get a complete picture of what is this canonical LR0 collections, how we can construct canonical LR0 collections. See, this is the canonical LR0 collections. It is a set of all states of the minimum state DFA. So each states you can see that consists of set of items. So it is actually a set of sets, set of many sets. It is what canonical collections of C. So thank you for watching this video. So we will see you again with a new video.